Okay, so this is the first session out of at least 8 sessions for our first major training that we've done in quite a few years. You saw the invite. How we're gonna do this is break it up into topic-driven sessions. This first one is about press release fundamentals, and it's going to be somewhat high level, really just more of a foundational sort of thing that most of you will already be fairly familiar with. So pardon me if it's a little bit of repetition for you, but since this is a fundamental training that's going to go on to our support section and and in other areas as well, I want to make sure that we cover some of the foundational stuff that people need to be aware of as they're just getting started with our platform, as opposed to most of you, I think, have been with us for quite some time. So like I said, today we're going to cover the fundamentals. How I'd like to do this is keep this, relatively brief. You guys have been on my webinars before. Probably that I can, kind of drag these out sometimes, and I'm trying to keep this at under an hour. And we'll have some space for Q&A at the end. If you could keep any Q&A relevant to the fundamental topics that we cover today, that would be fantastic. If you have overall questions you'd like to make sure that I cover as part of these training sessions, please email them either directly to me, or you can send them also to support, and support will get them in my hands. I know a couple of you have already sent in some great topics for me to add to future sessions, so we'll do that. Like I said, we're planning on 8 sessions right now. That may vary if I go a little bit over, especially on some of the hands-on demonstrations with the UI and things like that. Those things can get a little bit more complicated, especially with Q&A. So we may end up adding a few more. Attend if the topic is interesting. If it's not interesting, don't feel like you have to attend every single one of them. There will of course be recordings, but as you guys know, you guys kind of won the golden ticket, so to speak, by signing up with our latest and greatest unlimited offer. So you got those exclusive live tickets to this. Nobody else got the link, and so you get the glorious option of asking me whatever questions you want. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let me share out my screen.